Hey, what's up everyone, it's your girl Brain Shanae, and today I'll be sharing with you some book mail and also pretty much a little small Barnes & Noble book haul. So if you want to know all the books I received in the mail and also what I picked up, please stay tuned. I am back, and also if you're new to my channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. So like I said before, there is some book mail that I received in the mail, obviously, and then there is some Barnes & Noble books I have picked up recently and I believe last week. So I wanted to go ahead and share with you all the books that I have received. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my Barnes & Nobles, what the books I picked up from Barnes & Nobles. So the first book that I picked up is for my daughter, and that is Stacy's Extraordinary Words by Stacey Abrams. I wanted to get this for my daughter. I loved the cover, obviously, and I love picture books, especially, you know, since I have kids. This is a wonderful, sometimes I even read them multiple times to myself when my kids aren't around me because they're so cute and beautiful and so inspirational. But yeah, I had gotten this because, you know, this is reminding me of my daughter, and I can't wait to read this with her. But yeah, I picked this up, and pretty much it was a cover buy, but I also love Stacey Abrams, so why not? So this is one book that I picked up from Barnes & Noble. And then the next book that I picked up, which is release day, which is today, is the 15th of February. And I think y'all already know what that book is, and that is House of Sky and Breath, which is the Crescent City series by Sarah J. Maas. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. As you can see, I also have the first book behind me, and I wanted to go ahead and pick this book up because I want to continue on with the story of Bryce and Hunt. And I'm assuming this is Hunt on the cover because, you know, Hunt is an archangel, well, a fallen archangel. So hopefully, I'm guessing this is him. If not, if he is, like, he's really sexy. But anyways. Yeah, I had gotten this. As you can see, it is thicker than the other book, but I will say the font is a lot bigger than the last book. So, but it's still like 800 pages still. But yeah, I really wanted to continue on with this series. I really love the first one, so had to get the second one. And then also, of course, look at that. Gorgeous. Just beautiful. Love it. And this is what it looks like right here at the front. So yeah, I had to go ahead and get it, and you know, it's blue too, so I couldn't deny it whatsoever. I just couldn't. I'm not going to read the synopsis for this book because from the first book it was definitely very spoilery, and I don't want to do that to people. So yeah, I'm going to keep that to myself. But I have also picked this up from Barnes & Noble, and I'm excited to read this. This might be a read that I start reading maybe in March, so hopefully I can get to it in March because there's a lot of things that I have planned to read and stuff like that, so we'll see. But yeah, this is the other book that I picked. So that was a total of 2 books that I picked up from Barnes & Nobles, and then the next is going to be Bookish Mail. You know, I have my book of the month and you know, Twitter giveaways, and then I also have a package from Harpercollins, which that will be the last unboxing. So this first package is from Macmillan, and this book is, it says Secrets of Our House. It's a novel by Ree Frey, author of Not Her Daughter. It even says If These Walls Could Talk, which I haven't heard of this book. Let me know if you have. So this is really cool. And then on the back, it says a thrilling domestic drama set against the power of the wilderness. Secrets of Our House is a deeply felt novel of long-held secrets and the strength of family. So it says Desi is the mastermind behind her dream getaway house, nestled high in the mountains of North Carolina. It is a sleek place, a luxurious place, a dark place, a place full of secrets. Secrets about the man she longs for, a man who is not her husband. Secrets about the roots of her family that must never ever see the light of day. When Desi and her family arrive from Chicago to spend the summer in the mountains, the seeds for the tumultuous months to follow are planted. Her marriage is on the rocks, and the direction her relationship will take is unclear. Her 17-year-old daughter, Jules, has fallen in love for the first time with a local boy and is forging a new path that will take her to uncharted places. And then there's Carter, a man Desi knew long ago before she expunged him from her life for good. Everyone is hurtling toward events none of them can undo. Engaging, propulsive, and with a dramatic, heart-pounding final act, Secrets of Our House is a dazzling, richly drawn novel that shows no matter how hard outside forces may shake you, the bonds of family are stronger than the harshest winds. So this sounds really good. Like I said, I haven't heard of this book. Forgive me, I haven't heard about this author either. So I'm definitely intrigued to read this. This sounds really interesting and really good. So I definitely look forward to reading this probably sometime this year. I definitely plan on reading this. So this is one book that I had received and definitely can't wait to read this. The next thing that I have is 2 envelopes, and the first one I have here is from Layla Sabrine, who has have written You Truly Assumed, which was her debut, which I cannot wait to read. That's still one of the books I plan on reading before the month is over. I believe this is something for when you pre-ordered her book. So let me go ahead and open this envelope and see what's inside. Yes, so once you pre-ordered her book, you will be able to get these things. So I'm able to get a bookmark right here. And it says, after a terrorist attack rocks the country and anti-Islamic sentiment stirs, 3 Black Muslim girls create a space where they can shatter assumptions and share truths. You Truly Assumed by Layla Sabrine, which came out February the 8th. So yeah, we have this, and I do like this. Then we also have here a book plate, which I cannot wait to put in my book. We have a cute little sticker that says Truly Assumed, which I cannot wait to put this on my laptop right here. And then we also have the beautiful art print of the 3 point of views in the book. There we are. So this is what we have. Like I said, I cannot wait to read it. Like, I'm so far behind with like my books for this month, like, and I keep forgetting like February is the shortest month, so I'm a little bit behind, but hopefully I can catch up. So that is one of the envelopes I just opened, and here is another one by Taj McCoy, who has written the other book, which I pre-ordered 2 copies. So these are pre-ordered goodies. And this is for Savvy Sheldon Feels Good as Hell. So we have this, and it says, thank you, your support means the world to me. And then on the back it says, when I was a little girl, I wanted nothing more than to be a professional writer. It's always been my dream, and now that it's happening, I am so grateful for and humbled by everyone who has had a hand in making that dream come true. That includes you. Thank you for showing Savvy so much love, for supporting my craft, and for making 2022 good as hell. Love, Taj McCoy. So yes, and since I ordered 2 copies, I have 2 of these. So I have that. And then of course I have the I have 2 book plates. Both of them are different too. So we have that. Then I have 2 lovely stickers right here, which is one of the main characters in the book. And here is the other main character. And then we have the beautiful art prints. And I will say I did order the box set as well that has the book inside of it, which I don't know if it's still available. I think they were selling out really quickly. But I know what's in the box is the book, and there's some goodies, and there's also candles and stuff, and also a mug. So I did order that, but yeah, we have these right here. And then even has the Savvy Strawberry Tiramisu. So it has the instructions for baking the tiramisu, which yes, I love baking. I will say that. And so it gives you the ingredients. It says, I've been cooking for as long as I can remember, and I'm always adjusting recipes. Make this one fit your preferences. It's a fun dessert without a bunch of complicated steps. Enjoy. So I'm definitely going to be using this so when I make my Savvy's Strawberry Tiramisu. So this sounds really good, and I think my husband will really love it too. But yes, I got these in the mail, and I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna put them back in the envelope to keep them nice and safe, so when I get my book I can put everything in them. So yeah, we have these. Now this next book I had one off of Twitter, so I'm definitely excited to share this with you. It came in this package. I knew it was from the giveaway because I opened it beforehand, but I still want to share with you the book. And it's this right here. Ooh, it's backwards. So it says, Cold the Night, Fast the Wolves. The cold never breaks, neither will she, by Meg Long. So I had won this off of Twitter, and I'm so excited to read this. It sounds really good, something up my alley. And then if I take the dust jacket off, this is what it looks like, which I do love this. It says, "Cold is the night that falls, yet fast are the wolves that race the storm." So this is really cool. I really love this. Now for the synopsis, it says, "Feel the rush. A lone girl determined to survive. The feral wolf she must learn to trust. Only one chance to escape their icy planet, a race across the deadly tundra." 17-year-old Sina Corroson hates the sled race, especially after it claimed both her mother's lives 5 years ago. Alone on her frozen planet, she makes money and any other way she can until she double crosses a local gangster. Desperate to escape, Sina flees with his prized fighting wolf Iska and takes an offer from a team of scientists. They'll pay her way off-world on one condition: that she uses the survival skills her mother's taught her to get them to the end of the race. But the tundra is a treacherous place. When the race threatens their lives at every turn, Sina must discover whether her abilities are enough to help them survive the wild, and whether she and Iska together are strong enough to get them all out alive. As the girl and the wolf forge a tenuous bond and fight to escape ice goblins, giant bears, and the ruthless gang leader intent on trapping them both, one question drives them relentlessly forward: where do you turn when there is nowhere to hide? Cold the Night, Fast the Wolves is a captivating, breathless debut about survival and found family that delivers a fresh twist on classic survival stories. So this sounds so good, and I'm so excited to read this, and I honestly am surprised that I won this, but yeah, this definitely sounds something for me, and I definitely look forward to reading this, so thank you so much. And then the next one I have is from Book of the Month. I had chose 2 books for February, so I definitely want to share with you the books. So let me open it. So the first book that I picked was Don't Cry for Me, a novel by Daniel Black, which this will probably be a book that I read next month. And I really it was a cover buy for me, but also I did a little research on it, and I really want to read this. But for the synopsis, it says, "A black father makes amends with his gay son through letters written on his deathbed in this wise and penetrating novel of empathy and forgiveness. As Jacob lies dying, he begins to write a letter to his only son, Isaac. They have not met or spoken in many years, and there are things that Isaac must know. Stories about his ancestral legacy in rural Arkansas that extends back to slavery. Secrets from Jacob's tumultuous relationship with Isaac's mother and the shame he carries from the dissolution of their family. Tragedies that inform Jacob's role as a father and his reaction to Isaac's being gay. But most of all, Jacob must share with Isaac the unspoken truths that reside in his heart. He must give voice to the trauma that Isaac has inherited, and he must create a space for the two to find peace. With piercing insight and profound empathy, acclaimed author Daniel Black illuminates the lived experiences of Black fathers and queer sons, offering an authentic and ultimately hopeful portrait of reckoning and reconciliation. Spare as it is sweeping, poetic as it is compulsively readable, Don't Cry for Me is a monumental novel about one family grappling with love's hard edges and the unexpected places where hope and healing take place." So this sounds like a really good book, and a deep book at that as far as the storyline goes. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. And then of course, if you take the jacket off, this is what the color of the book looks like. But yeah, so this is one of my picks that I chose for my February box from Book of the Month. And then my final book is What the Fireflies Knew, a novel by Kai Harris, which this is another book that I definitely am looking forward to read. And so it says on the synopsis, in the vein of Jimmy Ward's Salvage the Bones and Sue Monk Kidd's The Secret Life of Bees, a coming-of-age novel told by almost 11-year-old Kenyatta Bernice as she and her sister try to make sense of their new life with their estranged grandfather in the wake of their father's death and their mother's disappearance. An ode to Black girlhood and adolescence as seen through KB's eyes. What the Fireflies Knew follows KB, which is Kenyatta Bernice, after her father dies of an overdose and the debts incurred from his addiction cause the loss of the family home in Detroit. Soon thereafter, KB and her teenage sister Nia are sent by their overwhelmed mother to live with their estranged grandfather in Lansing, Michigan. Over the course of a single sweltering summer, KB attempts to navigate a world that has turned upside down. Her father has been labeled a fiend. Her mother's smile no longer reaches her eyes. Her sister, once her best friend, now feels like a stranger. Her grandfather is grumpy and silent. The white kids who live across the street are friendly, but only sometimes, and they're all keeping secrets. As KB facilitates between resentment, abandonment, and loneliness, she is forced to carve out a different identity for herself and find her own voice. A dazzling and moving novel about family, identity, and race, What the Fireflies Knew, poignantly reveals that heartbreaking but necessary component of growing up, the realization that loved ones can be flawed and that the perfect family we all dream of looks different up close. So yes, this sounds really interesting. Like, I think I did a good job picking both of these books for book of the month. They had really good books to select, that you could choose from. So I chose these two books, and I cannot wait to read them. And they're not really that long, so I feel like I'll get through them really quickly. But yeah, these are my two books I picked for my February book of the month. So these are it. And then last but not least, we have my Harpercollins unboxing, which I feel like there's a box within a box in here. So let me see if I can open this. Okay, I opened it and I'm sort of surprised that they sent this to me. They had did a form on IG last year for this book, and I did not know that I was going to get it. So I'm really excited for this, and this will give me motivation to actually read this book now. Oh my gosh. And this is a special edition. It is huge. I probably won't actually read from this book. I'll probably get the other books, but this will be for show. And that is Lord of the Rings, illustrated by the author. I don't want to take should I take the plastic off? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, let me just show you what it looks like, because the glare would not do it justice. And I'm still in awe that I received this book. Like, I really am. Like I said, I had filled out the form last year in December because they were offering it. And I literally was saying I probably won't get it, but it's my best shot. So maybe I should, just attempt to see if I receive it or not. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. This book is beautiful. I definitely want to read this, maybe a read along with somebody. Maybe we'll see. I have to talk to a couple people, see if they would be down to read this. But yes, this is the special edition of Lord of the Rings, and it's illustrated by the author. And look at this. This is beautiful. Oh my gosh. And if you take the dust jacket off, here is the eye. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yep. I definitely gotta read this now. I definitely won't read this exact from this book, but I definitely will get the others. But yeah, it's illustrated with all the pictures by the author. Oh my gosh, just the pages. Oh my god. Look at the illustrations. Yes. Oh my gosh. I don't even have to read the synopsis to y'all, or maybe I should, just in case y'all don't know what Lord of the Rings is, but I have a feeling everybody does. But it says, Sauron, the Dark Lord, has gathered to him the rings of power, the means by which he will be able to rule the world. All he lacks in his plan for dominion is the ruling ring, which has fallen into the hands of the hobbit Bilbo Baggins. In a sleepy village in the Shire, young Frodo Baggins finds himself faced with an immense task, as the ring is entrusted to his care. He must leave his home and make a perilous journey across the realms of Middle-earth to the Crack of Doom, deep inside the territories of the Dark Lord. There he must destroy the ring forever and foil the Dark Lord in his evil purpose. Since it was first published in 1954, The Lord of the Rings has been a book people have treasured, steeped in unrivaled magic and otherworldliness. Its sweeping fantasy has touched the hearts of generations of readers, young and old alike. In 2005, J.R.R. Tolkien's text was fully restored with the cooperation of Christopher Tolkien, with almost 400 corrections and a fully revised and enlarged index, together with the 3 iconic maps of Middle-earth that Christopher created. The definitive edition of this epic work of adventure is now, for the first time in its history, presented together with the author's own paintings, drawings, and illustrations produced to accompany his own journey, making this as close as possible to the version that J.R.R. Tolkien imagined as he wrote his way to Mordor and back again. An extraordinary imaginative work, part saga, part allegory, and wholly exciting the times. So yes, this is the special edition, and I'm so grateful that Harpercollins has sent this to me. Like, y'all have no idea. Like, this will definitely motivate me to read the books now. Like, I've seen all the movies and loved the movies, so I'm pretty sure that I'm definitely going to love the books. And then also this came with the book, and this is the map. Oh my gosh, and this is the west of Middle Earth at the end of the Third Age. So I also have the map. But yeah, that is it, you guys. Oh my gosh, this was such a surprise, like such a surprise. Now I gotta like have a shelf of all my Lord of the Rings and my Lord of the Rings Funkos together now. But that is it. That is all my book mail that I received recently in the mail, and stuff that I just haven't opened yet and wanted to share with you all. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button and that bell to be notified when I upload more videos in the future. But let me just also share with you the whole stack of books, and there you have it. There we are. But thank you so much for watching, you guys, and please stay healthy and stay safe. See ya.